Hey guys, welcome back to another video on You're Not Alone. Please like, comment, subscribe. Helps me to get on the algorithm. And today I'm going to be updating you guys on the attraction. Does it get stronger? Like what I've noticed. And I'm making an update video because I'm about to hit 120 days. And I was thinking about doing this video on the 120 days. But I think when I get to 120 days, which I think it's the 26th of the month, like around there. Once I get there, like I'm going to give you guys an update along with the attraction, but the other things that I'm kind of gaining by hitting 120 days. And who knows, I might make this video like 15 minutes, only for the fact that I don't really like making attraction videos because I don't look out for it anymore. Like I try to look out for it to make these videos, but 15 minutes, hopefully I hold you guys over to the next attraction video, but I know you guys really enjoy these videos, so let's get straight to it. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, yo, like the attraction is like so strong. Like, every time I go out, like girls are just trying to get at me. Honestly, when I first got onto this practice and how people make it seem online, I thought that's how it's going to be. Like from 90 days to like 120, I have noticed that like girls do make more of an attempt to talk to me and to make their presence like kind of be there. But I will always like be on the stance of like women aren't really direct with their game. You get me? So if that attraction is increasing, they're going to be still more subtle about it. And also another thing as well is like the longer you are on semen retention, the more intimidating you get. There's only going to be a small percentage of women out there that are bold enough to go after what they want. You follow me? So the longer I stay on this practice, in reality, it might make it harder for me to even, not for me to talk to girls, because honestly, I will have the confidence to go and talk to them. But it kind of takes you away from the realm of girls making themselves be known to you. It's still going to happen, but don't think that hitting these high like days is going to make like you're going to walk into a place and 10 women are just going to throw themselves at you. It is going to happen, but not at the rate that you guys are thinking about. Now let's get into like actual things I've experienced. One thing I would say I have experienced from 90 to 120 days between that little mark, something that's never happened before, is I went to the gym, and while I was in the gym, I was working out. Usually when I'm in there, I do get IOIs from girls, indicators of interest, when girls kind of like try to get into my vicinity and try to get me to talk to them. I always ignore that. But I remember I was on the second floor of the gym, and this girl was like on this back extension machine. And for the longest time, like I'm telling myself, like I gotta start working on my lower back because that's a very weak part of my body. And I told myself I want to hit that machine. So when I saw her on it, I'm like, all right, I'm just going to wait until she's like off of it. Then what happened? So I'm there like stretching. I'm doing like a 15-minute stretch routine. I see her, she's still on it for like 15 minutes. So I'm like, you know what? I'm good off of that. So I went downstairs, I went to the bathroom. And when I came out the bathroom, I told myself like, look, you keep telling yourself you're going to hit that machine, but you never do. So it's now or never. Go back up there. She's still on there. I'm like, yo, let me talk to her this time and let her know that I want to get on that machine so she knows. Just ask her how much sets she has so I can let her know, like, hey, I'm trying to get on that machine. So I went up to her. I'm like, hey, how much more sets do you have? And she told me, she was all like, oh, I'm actually finished. And I thought to myself, like, all right, for sure, I'm about to get on this. There's a little awkward pause. I'm like, all right, are you going to let me on the machine? So there's a little awkward pause. And then she said, do you want me to show you how to use it? And I'm all like, I even told her like the story I just told you guys. Like I don't often use this machine and it will actually help me out. So like while she's showing me how to use the machine, she's like actually sparking conversation with me. She's asking like, how long do I come to the gym? Like what's my routine? Do I go to school? Like all these different things. And it kind of clicked late. I'm telling you guys, like I don't really be paying attention to the attraction. So sometimes something will happen and then it will be the next day and I'll be thinking like, oh, that was part of the attraction. You get me? But in this interaction, halfway through it, I'm like, oh, okay, she's like feeling me. So we're having a conversation and whatnot, and we're working out together and whatnot. And then after it, I was ready to just dip because it's the only one I wanted to do. And then she told me, it's like, oh, there's a second back extension machine. Do you want to go on that one so you can see how to use it for next time? I'm like, sure, I'm down. So we go over there, we're working out whatnot. And I can just like, when you're on semen retention, you have discernment. So you can just like read people's energy really well. And I could tell she was just really, really feeling me. And I'm not making this video to like kind of like even put her on blast, even though it doesn't sound like I'm putting her on blast. But just to recognize, she was actually a really cool female. She was really, really cool. Hopefully that's not too loud for the video. But yeah, so we're talking and whatnot, and then she asked me like, "Hey, do you have Instagram?" And just to let you guys know, I did recently make an Instagram, but that's not one I want to give out to girls. Like, I'm very against Instagram, and I only made that page so it can be a part of my brand. But I told her, hey, I don't have Instagram, I do have TikTok. And she's like, yeah, let me grab it. And I could tell she was super antsy about it. She's like, yeah, let me grab it. And then we made plans to hang out at the gym the following week. So to just let you guys know, that never happens. Like, I've never had a girl like initiate conversation with me at the gym, like initiate me getting my number. So I think that does add on to the attraction, to the fact that, yeah, girls are making it way more known that they want to like have something with me. You get me? And also to add on to this as well, the attraction isn't just like a physical, a 3D thing. It happens over the internet a lot. Like, it's very strong over the internet. And if you guys can see my DMs of what girls are sending me, like in TikTok, it gets pretty crazy. It's like some girls don't have any shame. They'll just throw themselves at you. But what I like about this practice as well is not just about lust. I did kind of like attract a girl that's kind of like-minded. And yeah, like we message every day. She's super cool. She doesn't live in the city, but it's not like a lust thing. It's like very like a connection thing. So who knows if that one's gonna go somewhere. I'm gonna meet up with that girl at the gym next week. And also let you guys know, like, I'm not hopping on these like opportunities to release. Like, I do want to take this as far as I can to become successful, but it's cool to have girls like I'm not going to be a super hermit where I'm not going to talk to women. Like, I'm extroverted. I like talking to people. If I can have girls in my vicinity and we get super close, I'll let them know about the practice, and I won't let it like really kind of get to me. But that's another thing, girls on the internet. And she's not the only one. I'm talking to another girl that I met through TikTok. So that's 3 right there. And aside from girls that I'm talking to, there's this. So I work at this new job. I think I told you guys like in this video, if this is your first video watching me, I was working at a job previously, like when I was hitting 60 days. And also I'm going to make another video. I feel like when you're on semen retention for a long time, your timeline shifting. And I feel like the longer I stay on it, the more I get into like I like to call it like different seasons of my life. Like, I feel like I'm in season 6, like with a whole new cast and crew, like more like different people's like talking to me, this and that. But to kind of simplify it, I was at a job. I was at a job. I kind of hit 60 to 90 and got transported to a new job that pays me way more. And I will say with that previous job, when I was on semen retention, being on semen retention, I thought to myself, like, there's not that many cute girls. There's not that many girls that's going to make me tempt me to relapse. You get me? There's one or hold on, I'm trying to see if anyone's here right now. Yeah, there's like 1 or 2 cute girls that was like in my vicinity, like at that other job, but nothing too crazy. I feel like the longer you stay on semen retention, the more cute girls that's your type and really hot girls is in your timeline. And that is I feel like that's the devil's work to try to get you to relapse. And I only say this because the next job that I got to, they put me into this classroom with, bro, like 6 girls are super cute. And I'm like, bro, what is this? It was just crazy that I'm in this vicinity and these girls are trying to go out their way to talk to me, to get to know me. And I was in that classroom for 3 days. And then after that, they transported me to this other classroom. And then that was only in that classroom for 1 day. Then the next day after that, I got transported to that original classroom. And like, the girls told me like, oh, we really like you. We want you to stay in this classroom. I'm like, bro, okay, it is what it is. But that classroom is really cool. The teacher's super cool. The girls are cool. But I'm sensing the attraction. It's like now it's like I'm around temptation like Monday through Friday. But I'm very strong-minded. I'm not going to let those things get to me. So yeah, guys, the attraction, like, it gets stronger, but it won't really be noticeable. You get me? It's like slight little changes here and there. And I'm only able to talk to you guys and make this video because I am a very aware person. So very subtle things that happens in the 3D, I'm able to kind of pick up on it and think to myself like, hey, I'm going to make a video on this. The stares, it's getting a lot more intense, to the fact that some people don't look away. Like, they'll stare, I will look at them, I will try to have a little stare down with the girls, and they would just will not look away for whatever reason. Some of them eventually look away, then others I'm like, I can't do this, and I end up looking away. But, oh, another funny story too, like this happened a couple of days ago. Like, I was in a Food for Less, and I was walking through an aisle, and I guess like some guy had like this cart with like some boxes and like some machinery. And I guess this girl was coming walking, and as soon as she gets into like the aisle, we kind of lock eyes, and she stays looking at me like she saw a ghost, and she ends up crashing into that machinery. Guys, it was like the funniest thing I've seen. But she was so embarrassed by it, and it's just these things you're going to notice. Like the stares get more intense, girls go out their way to talk to you, to like try to conversate, and this is what's happening with me with jobs. Whenever I go out to places, I've talked to a cashier, they will like just try to like extend the conversation. And I do know that when they do that, that's to get me to try to make my move, because the guy's supposed to be the pursuer. You get me? And the crazy thing about the female attraction is if you guys don't if you guys ignore them, they want you more. It's like the weirdest thing, the weirdest thing. And another story for you guys as well. I did go out on St. Patrick's Day, and I went out there sober. I did make an attraction video. It was like my second video I posted on here on my New Year's Eve experience. And I actually drank that day and indulged. And like I made out with some girls like in the bar and whatnot. Made out with one girl. But the reason I decided to go out for St. Patrick's Day sober was two reasons. For one, I'd be locked into my day-to-day, so I don't really be paying attention to the woman attraction. You're going to realize the longer you stay on this practice, you kind of transcend it. Like you don't really think about it. And then two, I don't know if it's just me, but when I had drank on New Year's Eve, I feel like my benefits went away for like a couple days to a week. Like I wasn't noticing the stares, this and that. And I feel like it's because of drinking lowers your vibration. So ever since that day, I really haven't drank like that. But those are the two reasons. I went out for St. Patrick's Day, went out into the bar, got like a whole bunch of stares, and I had my friend with me as well. And I made a video too about semen retention is Fight Club. Stop telling people that you're on it. But guys, I'm telling you, this guy was really down bad. He just had this girl do him super dirty. And he's kind of like looking at me to like see like what I'm doing in my life to like attract the girls I'm attracting. And I even told him, I shouldn't be telling you this, but this is my secret. I told him about semen retention. He laughed it off. Just another program at the Matrix. Like, what can I really do? You get me? I told him that. We went to the bar. He saw girls staring at me. He questioned it, but he didn't want to believe it's semen retention. It is what it is. But one girl tried talking to me. I wasn't really feeling her. Kind of next that one. And then while I was with him, he walked away. As soon as he walked away from me, a girl walked up to me and she said, you look really good. And I told her like, hey, you look really good too. And she was with I don't even know why she was with a guy. I don't even know why she told me that. And then my friend called me, I was like, did she just try to talk to you? I told her, yeah. And then he's not believing it's a semen retention. He just thinks it's because I work out and take care of myself. That plays a part in it, because you're going to, when you are like transmitting your energy, it just makes the benefits like a whole lot better. But I've always kind of been in shape, and I haven't been getting this attention the way I've been getting like right here. You get me? Like being on this practice right now. But that girl came up, she said what she said, walked off, and then my friend was like, whoa, like what's going on? You get me? And that was St. Patrick's Day. What was that? That was like on Monday. So yeah, guys, semen retention is a real thing. And just to let you know, like if you guys are being on these short little streaks and you're going out there to look for the attention, I feel like that kind of pushes it away. And that's what was going on for like the 30 days, the first 30 days. The first 7 days I noticed it. The 14 days, that's when I'm like, okay, like I noticed this is a real thing. But after the 14 days, when I would constantly look for it, it wouldn't be there. But I would say after 60 to 90, it's just there regardless if you're looking for it or not. You get me? But I would say to be careful on this practice. Like I'm very disciplined. I'm not going to indulge in it and lose my streak because I see all the benefits it's bringing to me. But to guys that doesn't really have the most experience with girls, you're probably just doing it for the women attraction. If you are trying to attract a girl with just that energy and she doesn't like you for you, she's going to leave after you lose that energy. So it's very important to use this energy to work on yourself, to build yourself up, to be in the gym, to get money. Because that way, when you do lose that energy or you start like really getting a girlfriend and releasing on a daily basis, it's like, it's not really going to matter because she's going to like you for you. But guys, that's it for this video. If you guys found any value, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.